Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speedbuilding video. So in today's video I'm going to be giving the Karaoke Legends a completely new apartment. So the Karaoke Legends are a household that came with City Living. They live in one of the apartments in, I believe it's the Fashion District. This is one of the apartments in Myshuno that is a 2-story apartment. So we only have, I think, about 3 or 4 of these different apartments. And I've kind of been saving this one in a weird way. I don't think I've done a speed build on it, or I definitely haven't done a speed build on it. I don't think I've ever done a build on it. I might be wrong, but I've just always found it really challenging with the floor plan. But today I think I did really well with the floor plan. I'm not amazing at floor plans, but I really do like the way this one turned out. So the Karaoke Legends is a household which consists of 3 Sims. We have Miko, Akira and Darling, and Darling's actually a teenager. And originally in this apartment it was Miko and Darling in one room, and then Akira had his own bedroom, like it was separate, but the 2 girls shared. And as Darling is a teenager, I didn't want her to make her share her bedroom with some random young adult. I believe they don't actually have a high relationship when you go into the game, and they're not related at all. So I think for my save file, because this apartment is going to be my save file, I'm going to make it so maybe Darling and Akira are cousins. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I want there to be some relationship somewhere in the household. So I'm thinking that maybe they're like cousins or second cousins or something. I'm not completely sure, but this apartment is 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I wasn't able to give Darling an ensuite just because her bedroom is quite small. It is the smallest one. It's a similar size, if not the same size as Akira's, but with Akira, he does get the upstairs balcony, because this apartment does have a balcony on this lot. And so I kind of gave him the balcony, so it kind of figured out like that was almost his balcony, but it obviously is everyone's, but it just kind of seemed like he kind of got the better deal. And so anyway, moving on, as you can kind of see, I've already done the wallpaper and the flooring. I just kind of want to get it down, and I really don't like having to pick through the wallpaper when I go and do the rooms. It's just I feel like I build better once I've kind of got an idea what the build's going to look like in each room. And so I'm just starting off with the kitchen. So in the kitchen, I actually use the Jungle Adventure counters, which I never use. I literally never use these ones, and I don't know why. They do come in some really nice swatches, and also some questionable swatches, but absolutely fine. And in here I use them in the grey swatch, which I really like. And they've got this like blue, orange and yellow pottery or plates and bowls in, and I just really like it. I wanted this apartment to be kind of industrial, but I didn't want to use the base game counters which I used in my last industrial style apartment, which is the YouTuber's apartment, I believe. I wanted to switch up and do something that I haven't done yet, and I don't think I've used these counters in this swatch in a build ever, so I'm happy that I was able to finally use them today. But in this kitchen, when I was coming around and doing the floor plan, I actually liked the way it was originally structured. So the kitchen was originally in this placement. There was just, I believe, an archway which went into it. And so the only change I made is I actually just opened up the wall so it's more inviting, and you can see the whole wall basically, apart from one tile each side. And I just think it's better, especially being a really small and narrow apartment. I just wanted to open it up a little bit, and so that's why I did that. But anyway, as you can kind of see, I'm just going around the kitchen and just cluttering up with loads of different objects. I wanted it to look like it was very cluttered and very lived in. I did actually use the base game little mug decoration that we have, and I thought it was perfect for this house because maybe each sim has their own mugs and stuff like that. I just kind of wish that we'd get another one of them objects, because that is the only objects that we have in the game that kind of shows any mugs or cutlery in terms of like a drinking glass or like coffee mugs or something. It's really strange as well, because we have so many coffee makers but we only have one coffee mug decor thing, and the swatches of the mugs are quite questionable. You can only use them in certain builds. I did think that it fitted in with this build though, so I used it in here, but I kind of wish that we had some more. But as you can kind of see, I also did add a little breakfast bar into this kitchen, so I thought it would be really nice and just inviting if you could have one sim cooking and the other one just be on the computer talking to them. And so on this little breakfast bar, I didn't actually do it for the purpose of sitting down. I do a dining room table in kind of like the lounge room separate for that. But I just think it looks so cool, and I just really like having it in the kitchen. It is also kind of like the communal computer, or more so Akira's computer. There isn't another computer in like the living area. That is the only one. and both girls actually have a computer or a laptop in their bedroom, but I wasn't able to fit one into his bedroom because it is quite small, and so I kind of imagine that would either be his computer, or you could probably just buy him a laptop and he could probably just sit at the dining room table and go on his laptop as well. I did actually add laundry into this apartment as well, so if you don't want it you can just delete it, but you would have seen me, I just added a washing machine and a tumble dryer beneath the stairs, and basically when I came around to playtest in this house, you wasn't able to access the washing machine on the left hand side, and so what I did is I just deleted the two of them, and then there's a version of the washing machine and tumble dryer which kind of comes into one, so it only takes up one tile space, and I just replaced it with that, and then I put like a little side table next to it so it wasn't like a dead empty space. That was the only problem I actually encountered when I came around to playtesting this. Everything else works absolutely fine, which I'm really happy about because I really love this apartment and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. You can kind of see I'm just doing this little lounge area, and I'm just cluttering it on that bookcase with some books and some plants and some more books, and because it's a bookcase, so I just kind of thought I'd put more books in there and like a little kind of box which can probably have like a load of different receipts or just general stuff and bits and bobs. But I am now moving over and just doing the little dining room table. So when I was actually doing this, I did the lounge and I did the colour of the rug, which is a Get Famous rug, and it's got this really nice yellow in it. And as this apartment is quite a dark apartment, especially from the kitchen because the kitchen is quite grey and black, I really wanted to bring a lot of colour and just a lot more brightness into the apartment, and so I decided to use these yellow chairs which are from Jungle Adventure. They kind of match the rug absolutely perfectly, which I'm really happy about. I also used the Get Famous table, and it actually, the wood on the table matches the chairs perfectly as well, so I feel like it was kind of a match made in heaven. But kind of on the subject of swatches, it was actually confirmed today or yesterday, because I am pre-recording this for tomorrow, that we are getting 350 new swatches to the game. Now, I don't know exactly what 300 swatches is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be anything to do with the colour wheel or anything like that. It probably isn't because it's going to be swatches, but I don't know how you can have so many swatches, but that is amazing. Simguru Lindsay tweeted it today. In my last video I spoke about it. She said something about playing a numbers game and she gave us 3 numbers, and the last number 350 is what everyone was stuck on, and we knew it was a hint. And then she tweeted today and just kind of confirmed it, that 350 is the hint to the amount of swatches that we're getting. Now, I don't know when that's coming. Hopefully in the next patch update, maybe next month possibly, I'm hoping, but that is going to be absolutely amazing. The only one thing now is I'm probably going to spend a lot more time building because I'm going to have so much to choose from, and it's going to be so much fun, and I actually can't wait for that to come into the game. But as you can kind of see, I'm just finishing up the lounge room now. I did also add a little litter box and a scratching post and a food bowl into this house. I kind of imagined that Miko would have a cat, and so I catered it for a cat. But the same kind of thing goes for laundry. If you don't want it, you can just delete the food bowls and the litter box and all that kind of stuff. You don't actually see me add the litter box, I don't think, but I do add it into kind of like the main bathroom, which I've actually just moved onto now. So in this bathroom, I really love the way it turned out, and it's probably one of my favourite bathrooms I've done in a really long time. Since we've got Get Famous, I haven't actually used this shower yet, and I believe with Get Famous we got 2 showers, and I haven't used either of them. I don't know why. It's because it's not really my typical type of style to build in. I normally do more traditional kind of bathrooms, but as this apartment was kind of modern and industrial, I really wanted to use it, and I'm so happy I did. It comes in so many amazing swatches, and it's got the cutest little soap and like fake conditioner or body wash bottle in it, and it is so lovely. It's also got a really nice patterning on the side, which I really like, and so I'm definitely going to use it some more, and I'm just really happy that I finally get to use it after all this time. And I also did use, I believe it's a City Living bathtub. Now, I don't think I've actually used that bathtub ever. We have so many different baths and showers, and especially so many toilets in The Sims now. I haven't even used half of them. I feel like I always go for the same 2 or 3, and so in this build, I definitely use quite a lot of objects that I don't typically tend to use, but I really do love this bathroom. Like I said, it's probably one of my favourites I've ever done. I just really like it. I also did use a spa day wallpaper for it, which I think just ties it all in together, and I just really like it. But moving on, I'm doing Akira's bedroom first. So this bedroom is the bedroom which leads out onto the balcony, like I said. And in this bedroom, I gave him like a kind of tanned wall on one side. So you would have seen me do one of the bathrooms, but I didn't actually do the other 2, just because I feel like they're very repetitive. But you can kind of see it in the video now, and you'll be able to see all of them in the screenshot, so don't worry about that. I just feel like it will make the video really long, and it doesn't need to be that long. It's just a bit unnecessary, and so I just cut them out. I did try and keep the en-suites matching the bedrooms in some kind of way, and so like I said, in this bedroom it's kind of got this tanned wall, and so I used a shower, the same one that we have in the master bathroom, but I used it in this kind of tan swatch, and it kind of matches with his bedroom. The same kind of thing goes for the other bedroom, but in that bedroom the bathroom is kind of blue, but the other bedroom's pink anyway, and I just thought pink and blue was kind of cute. But moving on, as you can kind of see, I've just kind of finished up his bedroom, and now I'm just doing his little balcony. So out on this little patio area, I just kind of put this little sofa which we got from Get Famous, and then I matched it with this little city living. It's kind of like a fireplace, which is also a coffee table, which I really like, and I don't typically ever tend to use it, and so I decided to use it in this build. And I kind of went for a red theme when I was doing this. The only thing that annoyed me a little bit is the matching chairs to the sofa from Get Famous. Although they're in the same swatch, or they should be in the same swatch, the chair is this dark brown, whereas the wood on the three-seater sofa is white. It's a little bit annoying, but I really wanted the armchair to match, and especially as it was the only armchair that came in the red swatch, I just kind of overlooked it. I did also add a karaoke machine to this little patio as well. They are obviously the karaoke legends, and I needed there to be some sort of a karaoke machine, and so I just thought I'd fit one in here, and maybe they can host karaoke parties on like Friday and Saturday nights, and all their friends can come onto the balcony and chill out and play some games and do some karaoke and all that kind of stuff. And I just really like this little apartment patio area. I just think it's so lovely. I also used the Get Famous chairs in a similar kind of red to the one on the sofa, so it all kind of matches all together, and it just makes it look so lovely. I also did add the, I think it's luxury patio or perfect patio kind of wall decoration, because that wall was looking a little bit bare. But moving on, I'm now doing Darling's bedroom. So in this bedroom I decided to go for a kind of blue theme, so I used this paneling which I believe is from Cats and Dogs, and it's in this really nice light blue swatch which I really like. And then I also use this city living bed in this plain white swatch, and then I also pair it with this base game bedside table. And I didn't want to use really dark furniture in this room because it is quite a small room. Even though I say that it's the same size room as Akira's, but I kind of think that he's got a slightly bigger room because he's got a balcony leading from his bedroom. But because it is a slightly smaller bedroom, I wanted to make it look as big as possible, and so I decided to use white furniture instead of dark furniture, because I feel like with dark furniture it can make a room look a lot smaller than what it actually is. But in this bedroom I also used the city living curtains in here in this kind of blue and gold swatch, which I really like. I also did give her a framed picture of a basketball shirt. Now in her original outfit that you get when you get city living, she's wearing a basketball shirt. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not when I actually come to giving her a makeover, but I thought I'd still put a picture of it in her bedroom anyway, because I thought it was kind of nice as she is wearing one in her main everyday outfit. I did also add a guitar into her room. Now I don't believe that she's got any musical traits. I believe her traits are just unflirty and active. She might have a musical skill, maybe she's probably got a singing skill, being one of the karaoke legends. And so I just kind of wanted to add something else into her bedroom which kind of gives her more activities to do, because I wanted there to be so much to do in this apartment as it goes, and I wanted there to be especially a lot for her to do in her bedroom, as she's a teenager and she probably spends a lot of time in there. But as you can kind of see, I've now moved on to the other side of her bedroom, and I actually gave her the desk that we got in the last free update, which I absolutely love. I feel like I'm using it in a lot of my builds recently, and I especially like it for like teenagers or young adults that I imagine could be possible students, like university students. I know we haven't got university yet, but sometimes I like to imagine that some young adults could possibly be them. I did also add the chest of drawers which matches her bedside table, which is from Base Game. I really do like that chest of drawers, and I use it a lot in my builds. I'm only realising this recently, but it's one of my favourite chest of drawers that we actually have in the game, and it comes with Base Game, so it's absolutely amazing. But as you can kind of see, I'm just cluttering up that chest of drawers now, and I just add some books, some plants. I've been adding that little toy robot which we also got in the last free update a lot recently. I've been putting it in most of my builds. I don't know why, it's just a really nice object to clutter with, and I just feel like with a teenager especially, it's the perfect thing to have in a room. But we have now moved on, and I'm furnishing the last bedroom in this apartment. So this is Miko's bedroom, and this bedroom is actually my favourite of all of them, and it's probably my favourite room in the house. I just absolutely love it. I decided to go for a pink theme in this bedroom, as she has pink hair. I just kind of wanted her bedroom to kind of reflect on her image and her personality as well. One of her traits is actually a geek, and so in this bedroom I actually gave her a really nice little gaming area where I imagine that she sits and plays all of her games. I think I'm going to change her career, because at the minute I think she's in the politician career. I'm not completely sure, but I think she's in the kind of politics career in some way or shape or form. And so I think I'm actually going to change that because I don't really feel like she suits it. Although she is also a good and neat sim, I just feel like maybe if she was a tech guru or a style influencer, it would probably suit her better, or a style fashion stylist or whatever it's called. I can never remember the name of that career. In her bedroom, I do actually give her the kids room stuff wardrobe as well, which I always forget to use, and I've been saying a lot that I want to try and use it more in my builds and just try and incorporate into more bedrooms. But I finally did it in this build and I really like it. It comes in this really lovely just plain white swatch, which I really appreciate, and it matches her furniture as she's kind of got light woods in this room from her bed frame, and she's just kind of got the rest of it being white. Just, I believe the rest of the furniture that I use for her bedside table and that little side table there on the side, I believe that's from base game as well. But here is her little gaming PC and little computer area, and on here I just added a little computer, a little lamp from Get Famous, and then that little makeup thing that we got from Parenthood, which I really like. I did also add 2 little posters above her little desk, and I just think they're so cute. I kind of imagine they're possibly games that she plays or some characters in films that she really likes, and they're signed posters as well, and I just really like them. And with her being a little geek, I just think it was so cute to add it above her little desk area. But I am just kind of finishing up her bedroom now. I do just add some little cushions, which I believe that we got with the Toddler pack, or maybe a free update. I'm not completely sure which pack that's from, but I add them into the room and I really like them because it brings in the pinks and it brings in the greens from the plants, and then it adds a little touch of yellow as well. But as you can kind of see, I've now moved on and I'm just furnishing the hallway. So I do the hallway and then I'll kind of move downstairs and just kind of edit the wall which leads from the lounge into the kitchen. But in this hallway I just kind of add a few posters just to kind of make the brick wall look less boring and just kind of a plain wall. So I just kind of decided that I'll spice it up a little bit by adding these. Also, our Sims do get nice moodlets as well if they're in a well decorated environment, so I just thought it was kind of like a win-win situation. But anyway guys, I'm going to end this voice over here. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching me give the Karaoke Legends a completely new apartment. I really enjoyed it and I cannot wait to play in it, so hopefully you like it as well. But as always, if you do like my content, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next Sims 4 speed building video. Bye guys!